Well, now I already know that John Paul didn't like the movie you picked for him, Jason. I saw the comments. I
Yeah.
saw the.
Isn't it
Ah!
weird too? Isn't it weird that seriously, in the history of me, maybe one or two, I guess, but a movie that doesn't have a trailer,
Yeah.
I don't
like
think I've
what?
ever
What?
run into that. Every movie has a trailer,
Oh,
even the
Yo,
really
it,
shitty
I
low
found the
budget ones.
trailer.
Oh,
well,
Uh,
did
I didn't
you?
find no trailer. I tried to
yeah.
find a trailer, but in my defense, I just skipped through the movie. It looked okay. Supposed to be a Christmas horror movie.
Did
So that
you
was a good guess.
see the movie?
You
No,
skipped
no,
through
I
it.
haven't watched
So
it.
this was a blind, hey,
Yeah,
I got you as the Christmas gift.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
got your
I saw
name.
this
I'm
at the
going to the
gas station.
store, and this is a gas station uh dollar bin movie.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
a last
So
minute gift. Yeah,
It's a
allow
lottery
me
ticket.
to give the airings of the grievance after I read the brief description of this movie. This movie is called Christmas Spirit. A lone man with a Christmas spirit trapped in his head must kidnap a teenager girl in order to save Christmas.
sounds all
As you
right.
do.
Okay, that sounds like a horror movie, right?
It's on
Mhm.
Shutter, right?
It's on
Yeah.
Shutter. That's
Like
right.
mine was. Mine was
Like
also on
all
horror.
movies on Shutter are horror movies.
They got
Okay.
some
Eh,
new shit on there anymore.
eh,
Allow me
yeah, they're getting
to
kind of
see what you
loose.
skimmed, okay?
All right.
So, at the beginning of this movie, it is set 20 years in the past. So, it's let's say it's 2004. And there is a young man who's probably in his teens and his sister, and it's right around Christmas time. And his sister's all excited about Christmas and saying, Brother, it's time to put up the lights. We got to put up the Christmas lights. And he's like, I will after I get done playing with my Super Nintendo wrestling game of Luchador, because that's what he was doing. I don't know what game that was, but that was more exciting than this movie. So the little sister decides, I'm going to go climb on the roof. I'm going to put up these lights.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no, she slides down and hangs herself by accident in front of her brother in the mirror, and he's just like, if you saw this shit, you'd scream, you'd yell, you'd be like, "Mom, somebody!" He just stared for like what felt like forever, but I don't fucking know how it. It was a 5 minute scene. This movie's only an hour and 24 minutes with credits, mind you.
All right.
Okay, so then they go to the church, the the funeral of the sister because she died, she hung herself, and out of nowhere, this little boy, he looks over, and out comes this luchador. I kid you not, the guy's dressed like a fucking luchador, he's got the mask and everything, and he's like, Leon. This thing I even forget his name because it was like fuck this noise. He's like, Leon, you have to do something to redeem your sister's death, or I can't be freed because I'm a spirit. All right. Like, well, okay. I'm like, this is interesting, right? Then you get a nice big giant title card. 20 years later, you see Leon is a mechanic. It's just a total slub. And he's sitting in his kitchen eating his little Cocoa Puffs. And he's just like, yum, yum, yum. And then out of nowhere, the luchador pops out again, and he's like, "Hey, you have to do something. You know, I have to be freed from this evil thing. You have to save your sister somehow." And then, like out of nowhere, then he starts scrolling through TikTok, and I'm like, "Okay." 5 minute scene of him scrolling through TikTok. And I'm like, what the fuck? And out of nowhere, there's this girl, and she's just like, hey guys, you have to hashtag me and blah blah blah. And then it literally just goes black again. And that's the thing. This movie kept like wipes completely black scenes.
Oh, jeez.
It then flashes to the girl at home, and she's
Which is
like,
why it did have a trailer.
"Oh, it
Yeah.
has a trailer, and it doesn't show any of this shit, mind you."
It's a totally
And
different movie.
yeah, and this felt like a Lifetime movie. I will tell you that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So said girl then is scrolling through doing her little dances on TikTok, doing her bullshit, and then it swipes again, and it goes back to she's like, "Oh my god, my dad bought me a new car," because she's on now like Instagram living this thing. It's like, "Oh my god, there's a new car here. Oh my god, oh my god." She runs up, and then she just hears, uh, She runs upstairs. It's like, "Mom, that's my piano teacher."
Oh, was
And
it
then
the
this
luchador?
guy, her piano teacher, then this guy just runs off, the typical
It
running out the
sounds
window thing.
horrible.
Yeah.
This is a horror movie.
If this movie's as bad as this review,
This is a horror movie that you picked. I want you to watch it.
I almost did.
Good.
I want you to watch it and tell me
I
what
almost watched
happened.
it, so I knew what you were talking about.
Oh, well, you go right
Thanks.
ahead
You
now, and
you
you'll be
saved
like,
me,
"What the hell?"
bro.
Okay, so
You go
then
ahead.
she's like, "I now no longer believe in Christmas. Christmas is terrible." Blah blah blah. Wipe back to the guy walking around in his neighborhood, and the luchador is just like, "Man, you really got to do something."
What does the fucking luchador have to do with
Yeah, I
this?
don't even
It's
remember
the
seeing a
spirit.
luchador.
The luchador is the spirit because he was playing a
Oh,
fucking video game of a luchador. That's exactly what I said. What the fuck does this luchador need to do
I'm
in
all
this
for more
movie?
luchadors being and popping up places, but it
Yeah.
just seems like I was waiting on the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, yeah. Why?
He is the spirit. He's the
What
ghost, spirit, whatever you want to call it.
what happens
The
at the end?
I thought it was
entity.
going to be like an evil spirit, not a
No, that's the
luchador.
thing. I haven't got so the guy's just walking around his neighborhood, and the luchador's like, "Are you gonna listen to me? Are you gonna listen to me?" He then starts kicking these like Christmas decorations of this neighbor's house, and he's like, "Stop it! We can't do that!" And he starts grabbing and fighting it with the luchador. Then out comes the lady in the house. She only sees him. They think he's a schizophrenic.
All right, that's
That's-
funny.
But the
Yeah, that's kind of
movie makes no sense.
Well,
So he's
Come
like,
on.
"What you have to do now is you have to find this girl, kill her, and I will be free." Out of nowhere, then this guy decides to drive to a mall, and there's these hood rat kids just playing and kicking, and they kick his van. He's like, "Hey man, let's fight." And then it's like, again, the longest scenes ever that make no sense. No
How
sense.
did he have to
Terrible.
like why did it take 20 years to find the girl?
I have no, and the thing is, the girl supposedly looks like his sister, which is even more
Oh.
messed up.
Yeah.
well, what
So
did you rate it? What did you give us
Yeah.
a
wait,
rating?
wait, no, I'm
How
gonna
did it
finish
end?
this. I got it.
No, how
This
did
is
it end? Cut to the
here.
end.
He's gonna
Here,
make us watch
fine.
it through his
Yeah,
words.
why
Finish
to
the
the end?
fucking story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I felt through 125 minutes of this pain, you will too. No.
Yeah.
Basically, it ends where he kidnaps the girl. He does not kill her. And
Christmas
the only
miracle.
death in this, a cop accidentally gets shot in the arm. And then they decide that they both believe in Christmas, and the luchador disappears. That's
Oh.
it. There's no fucking horror in this horror movie. This
Shudder's
is
doing
terrible,
weird shit,
Jason.
man.
Shudder's
And the
doing
doing
weird
weird
shit.
shit.
the only reason I am being a good person and giving it a 1 is because it
Look how
was a
small
Christmas
the one
movie.
was.
It was a
Yeah.
Christmas
This is tiny
movie,
one.
and this is the Christmas special of
It's
Last
such a
Roundup.
tiny one.
Was there anything else on the paper but a one?
It was
Just
a
a
very
one.
Just a
tiny
little
one.
one?
A
Very
long
tiny.
one.
Look how
Wait,
small
wait,
that
so
one
whole sheet
is.
of paper.
He doesn't even want to give it any more room on the paper. He hated it.
I
so-
don't. It's a lone one. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Like
fuck.
I really, and the thing is, Jason, I thought, oh my God, maybe I messed up. Maybe like you know how sometimes when you watch movies and you like doze off for a second, and you're like fast forward through time, you're like, what the heck? Did I sleep through it? I thought maybe I slept through it. So I thought I'm gonna watch it again and just scan through different parts.
You watched it
I
twice.
couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I was just like, fuck this. I was
Yeah.
10 minutes into it. I'm like, no, I know what happens. The luchador does nothing. This is the dumbest movie ever. Why is this a horror movie? Jason, Jason, I want you to watch it. I want you to watch it. Watch it with your family because you know what? There's no death. And it involves a happy time of Christmas. I'm an angry elf.
Now you gotta watch out if he gets you next
You know
year,
it.
man. Because
Uh,
you know it's on if he
This
gets you
wasn't on
next
Merry
purpose.
effing Christmas.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
New rule.
He bought you a lottery ticket, right?
Let's
It
make
could've
a
been-
new rule. Let's
Listen.
make a new rule. You have to at least have seen the movie that you're gifting somebody.
I would
No.
say it should at least have
No.
a trailer.
Do you own
Hey.
every gift that you give to someone else? That doesn't make
I
sense.
try. I try.
Sometimes
One
you
year-
get sometimes
Sometimes
you
you like something so much you want to gift it to somebody.
get,
Here,
One year,
I
one
want
year
to
my-
give. I want to gift Jason this lovely
You need it
container of
watching that
Tums
movie.
yeah.
One
Love
year,
it.
because
my
it's a lot better than the movie
I-
you made me
that's a
watch.
good gift.
I eat them almost every day.
I would love to get that. I would be like, thank you. You're considerate.